Hamilton Center for Civic Inclusion is a community-based organization with a mandate to create a welcoming and inclusive city. To tell us more about it is the Executive Director, Kojo Damptey. We welcome back to the show via Skype. Good to see you this Friday morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, good. Let's go back to the very beginning. So it was 2006 the center was created. What prompted its creation and how has it grown since?
Yeah, so prior to that, the beginnings of the organizations happened in 2001 after the Hindu Samaj temple was burnt down here in Hamilton. So civic leaders got together to address issues around racism, Islamophobia, xenophobia. So that was when the work to establish HCCI started, and it was formally established as a non-for-profit in 2006.
And many programs have been developed within the center. What kind of programs do you offer up?
Yes, so we've done anti-racism training since its inception. There's also been many projects that have focused around civic engagement and community engagement. Right now, we run a Black Youth Mentorship Action Program. Last year, we had an anti-racism conference, and we also have a Hamilton Civic Leadership Program that is catered to Black, Indigenous, and racialized youth to focus on issues around community engagement, how they can bring forward issues that they are facing in their community. So those are a number of the projects that we're doing. The upcoming project that we are working on now is creating an online hate reporting system for residents in Hamilton so that we can get a clearer picture of hate crimes and hate incidents that are happening here in Hamilton. In 2019, StatsCan released a report that said that Hamilton was #1 in hate crimes per capita in the whole of Canada. And so we feel that by starting this online reporting project, that can give us a better picture of the prevalence of hate crimes and hate incidents in Hamilton so that we can address them.
Yeah, what can you tell people right now if they believe they're a victim of hate?
Yes, so the first thing that they can do is they can always contact HCCI, info@hcci.ca. They can also go to the Hamilton Police. There are limitations of that. We are aware that some people might not feel comfortable going to the police, but that's one option. The other option is to also let their elected officials know about this issue, whether it's their city councillor, whether it's their MPP or their member of parliament. They will be able to provide certain supports. And in the future, I believe that the Hamilton Anti-Racism Resource Center is also going to be up and running probably later on this year. That's another resource that people can look to.
Okay. Before we go, you're on the you were on a committee in the search for Hamilton's next police chief. How has that gone, and what is your message?
No, I am not.
Oh, you're not consulting?
No, I am. No. HCCI is not consulting.
Okay.
HCCI is not on the committee. The committee that we're on is the Community Safety and Wellbeing Plan that the province has mandated all municipalities to create. So that is the committee that we are on, but we're not supporting the search, or we're not on a committee supporting or looking for the new chief of police.
Okay. Now, as far as some of the social issues, what are some of the other pressing ones? I mean, it's been in the news with the school board. There was a report that substantiated that the trustees were certainly guilty of oppression on that board. So, are these, there's no your website points out there's no hierarchy with oppression. I mean, you cover a full spectrum, but what's most pressing?
Yeah, everything is pressing, you know. We live in a pandemic right now. We are realizing that, you know, there's health inequities. We notice that racialized communities are disproportionately affected by COVID. We're seeing an increase in gender-based violence or prevalence in gender-based violence. We're seeing income inequality. We're seeing rent evictions. All these things are happening. So, you know, as a center for civic inclusion, we want to ensure that, you know, communities that are marginalized really have a way to say what they want to say.
Right.
And
Much
and
work to
and
be done. I wish we
yeah,
had more time, but we're going to link up your website at chch.com
yes,
and continually check in with you. Thanks so much,
thank you very much.
Kojo Damptey of the Hamilton Center for Civic Inclusion.